Morning. How is everybody doing? If you're finding me for the first time, my name is Penny. I come here 5 to 6 days a week. I invite you to my personal space so I can try as much as I can to inspire you, and hope you learn something, meaning, if you're listening, you can take 1 or 2 points. And I hope once you learn something, you're going to take it and apply it to your life, and that's going to give you peace. So let us listen and learn. And please, when you come in, share this video, invite your friends, and let us learn from each other. So May is a mental health awareness month. We've been talking about mental health, and mental health really revolves around self-care. There's so many things that happen around us all the time, and if they're ignored, you'll find yourself in a very bad situation. So for you to be able to give love, you have to love yourself first. So today we want to talk about you losing yourself in something that you love. Remember, I told you I'm inviting you in my personal space. For this month, you needed a pen and a paper because you need to take notes. So that way, you write things down. When you write things down, you're going to have something to reference. So what is that thing? You're going to write down what is that thing that you like. Okay? They ask you, not even that, let's read a Bible scripture from the book of Ecclesiastes 3 chapter 1. It says there's time and season for everything, for every activity under the heavens. And then that is Ecclesiastes 3 chapter 1. So they're trying to get you to really decide. Some of you don't even know what you like. And sometimes when you know what you like, it's easy for you to even create a job. You can self-employ from doing what you like. Or you can live a healthy life because you know what you like. Because when you have your free time, you can go do that thing. Do you love to read? Do you love to hike? Do you love to knit? Do you have to sew? Do you love to draw? Do you love to bake? Hobbies are excellent form of self-care, especially when they are things you truly love to do. Okay? Of course, life gets busy, and you're forced to put those hobbies aside more often than not. But you can get great mental boosts from your hobbies when you set aside a time for them. Losing yourself, however, briefly in something that you love doing is so powerful and can refresh your mind in so many surprising ways. Take time this week to indulge in your favorite hobby and see how it makes you feel. For those of you that have followed me for a long time, my number one hobby is to eat. I love to eat. Then I love to travel. Then I love to make money. When I buy something for $1 and I sell it for $10, that's a hobby. It gives me great satisfaction. I love to grow things. I love to knit. I love crocheting. I recently found a woman that does reels for crocheting. She's doing patterns. I'm super excited. I'm planning to go sit and go back to what I used to do, crocheting and knitting. And I sell some of those pieces. So the question you need to ask yourself, write it down. What are your hobbies? Especially for us Africans. And most of you who follow me are Africans. When we were growing up, I was the generation, I think even not before me, my sister Margaret was among the first few people who went and put their name on the newspaper to find people that they shared hobbies on a newspaper. You would just send your name and you put your hobbies, and then they connect you with somebody that has the same hobbies. My sister is born in the late 60s. So you can imagine, since the 60s, there are people who have been looking for people who they do things that they like together. The secret is having a hobby. I love to travel. I thrive. I literally travel every month. I go somewhere. I just came from Washington yesterday. So traveling is that hobby for me. What is that hobby for you? And for me, once the children got older, I decided that I'm going to do an adventure, whether it's local. The network is bad. Please forgive me. Okay? And then the next one is take an hour this week to focus on a favorite hobby. How did you feel when you finished the hobby? So they told you right before I got disconnected, it says write it down how you're going to enjoy your hobby. Some of the hobbies can be turned into a job, like my hobbies of making these beads. I like to play with beads for fun, but I've created an income over the years from just doing what I like to do. So find out that hobby. Then the next thing that they have for you, I don't want to go past my time because, you know, I'm on my break. They are saying you're not alone. Find someone. That's why they have groups. That's why we have communities. Find a group of people that are doing the things you're doing so you can network and get connected. Then the question they're asking you, what can you do to get a habit? What can you do to get into a habit of doing a hobby that you enjoy every so often? What worries you about your hobby? What is stopping you from doing your hobby? Let's say my hobby is traveling. It's expensive. So that my finances, I have to worry about that. But meanwhile, I have crocheting. Meanwhile, I have the vegetable, the garden. You can do hobbies that you can do locally. Okay? And then they're saying, what have you been struggling with that you need to fix? What is that one thing that you need to fix? You know, we are all struggling with something. Once you find out your hobby, you're going to find people who are going to help you fix, because now you're not alone. You're going to go into a community. Hobbies gives you a community. If I start looking for women who crochet around the area, I'm going to have a community. If I start skating, I'm going to have a skating community. If I start gardening, I'm going to get a gardening community. When I go to my garden, you see, I find people there and we talk. So what are you struggling with? Whatever you're struggling with, once you join a community, you will be surprised that you know what, it's going to change your life. As we are talking about mental health this month, please find it in your heart to have a life, to live a life with a purpose. When you wake up, you have something to look up to. You have something that you're thinking that, you know what, this is my calling. Live a life with purpose. We are all going to be in this world for a short time and we are all going to go. But before you go, find that one thing. Because you know, when you have all these things going on for you, you are occupied. Your mind is not idle, because an idle mind is the devil's playground. So again, if you're finding me for the first time, please like this video, share it, invite your friends, and I want us to be reminded that we are here to inspire people before we die. We are here to listen and learn. We are here to share, and we are here to encourage one another so we can be better people. Today, if you forget everything that I said, because I've spoken for 10 minutes, I said find a hobby and join a community of people that are doing that hobby. And that's going to change your life. What is it? And that's going to change your life. That's going to give you a community where you're going to have a belonging. God bless you and have a wonderful week. So today, find that hobby. Let's find tomorrow. The first question I ask you when you come on, just tell me your hobby. Even today, as you come and watch this video, just chat me, write your hobby. We might be connected, we might be comparing notes and end up in the same community. God bless you and thanks for watching.